A very good and happy Tuesday morning to everyone out there. Landon here with you in the driver's seat, bringing you your latest weather and night forecast, courtesy of On Target. Got a stationary front lined out across the region. Can be better described as a backdoor cold front. This thing is trying to slide down to the south and west, but it's not going to have much luck. With the mid and upper levels of the atmosphere allowing for an upper level ridge to build westward, that's going to pump the brakes on that. Those across northern and eastern Kentucky experiencing lower humidity out there this morning, but we simply are not. We received boatloads of showers and storms yesterday afternoon and evening, and with the clearing skies and light winds throughout the overnight, that has allowed for dense fog to take over nearly the entirety of the Wobbles community. Bear River Lake Sky Cam. Taking a look over there, you can see the rich moisture streaming in here with the fog that is present across the region. We're going to be dealing with that this morning, folks. It's going to lift out. We'll have to deal with the stratos deck for a little bit, but some of us will remain underneath mostly sunny skies who aren't seeing quite as dense fog like down in Gold City. Sexton Bend Builder Sky Cam showing an immaculate view with a beautiful sunrise right there with the water tower in the foreground. You can see the low-lying fog there in the background. More of the same, folks. The good news is we're going to be drier today if we were to take a bit of a silver lining out of that, but it is going to remain extraordinarily hot and extraordinarily humid in the great outdoors. Temperatures and dew points already hanging out around the lower 70s region-wide. Those are only going to be pushed upwards. Forecasting afternoon highs anywhere around the 90 to 95 degree mark with dew points lingering around the low to mid, maybe even upper 70s at times. It's going to feel extraordinarily hot and muggy, folks. It's going to be the same old song and dance in that regard. But we are looking at a drier weather pattern today, at least through the end of the work week, with only a few isolated showers and storms during the afternoon hours that are anticipated. Here's a little bit better view of that backdoor cold front. It's going to try to make it down south of the region, but again, folks, the mid and upper levels of the atmosphere not going to be doing us any favors with the continuous nature of the heat and humidity continuing to stream in across the region. With that being said, we can jump over here and we can give you a full breakdown of exactly what's going to be unfolding in regards to the short-term weather pattern. Looking at the simulated radar, again, we work into this afternoon. Few spotty storms here and there might linger up into the Wobbles vicinity right there along the Tennessee line. Can't be completely ruled out, but we are going to be drier than yesterday. That is a promise. You can see we lose the activity there. Then we roll throughout our Wednesday and Thursday with even a drier forecast intact. And folks, this is whenever that intense heat and humidity is going to set up shop right across the region yet again. Look at these dew points and how they're going to behave. We're located right around the lower 70s this morning. We're going to hover between the low and mid. You just saw 76, 77 degrees there. A few of us might even trip upwards of the upper 70s in the dew point department. You might want the scuba gear on as you head out the door because it's the air you can wear. And with this thick of an air mass, some of you could probably at least doggy paddle in if you catch my drift. Here we are working into early Wednesday morning. Look at that. We might get an hour or two of dew points right around the upper 60s, and then we're going to be sucked right back in it. Dew points making a return between the low and mid, at times even upper 70s, as you can see here. Folks, this is going to be continuing pretty much throughout the remainder of the week, all right? Getting a look over here at the heat index of what we're going to be experiencing. We're going to be rivaling or hitting the triple digits each and every day. I think those with the stratus deck that's hanging around with the fog that's lifting out this morning could maybe not quite reach the triple digit mark today. But folks, as we roll into tomorrow, and then we roll into our Thursday, and then we roll into Friday, we're going to be placing these heat indices between 100 and 110 degrees. It is going to be oppressively hot and humid in the great outdoors. And here's the reason. In the mid and upper levels of the atmosphere, we'll take you through today. We get into sunrise on Wednesday. This large expanse of upper level ridge has completely taken over the eastern tier of the United States, all right? We'll put this into motion for you. The ridge continues to dominate throughout the remainder of the week. As we get into Friday and into the weekend, notice the ridge becomes suppressed, and we got these little short waves riding right along and just south of the Great Lakes. This could be signaling a developing cold front that's going to reside up here across northern Ohio, Illinois, and Indiana over into Missouri and Iowa. With a cold front being there, folks, this is going to generate that southerly, very moist flow yet again. We're going to be bringing scattered storm chances back into the mix as we work throughout the weekend as a result, all right? Breaking it down and giving you the full breakdown here of what we're looking at is the regards to the hot and humid conditions continuing, as you can see here. We've got the possibility of some major impacts out there, folks. If you're going to be outdoors for extended periods of time here over the next several days, you need to take the necessary precautions. You need to rehydrate as necessary, and of course, reapply that sunscreen as well. All right, here's a full breakdown of your next 6-day weather forecast. Outside of an isolated pop-up storm chance each afternoon, today through Friday, we're going to be very hot and muggy underneath partly to mostly sunny skies. Low to mid 90s, the name of the weather game. Throughout the remainder of the week, heat indices 100 to 110 degrees. You will note there in the Saturday to Sunday time frame where we were just looking at that upper ridge breaking down, we do have higher chances of those scattered storms impacting the region. Friends, it's going to wrap up your Tuesday morning weather or not forecast presented by On Target. You all take care of yourself.